Hey guys, I'm gonna work real hard to get y'all caught up on weeks 12 and 13 over these next 2 days. Effie says, hey guys, she's in there. She went to bed actually early tonight. So I was starting to put together some footage today from week 12. Just been a busy week. Carson had a couple of basketball games, get home late, and just we've got a new baby goat, and life has just been a little bit busy. So I'm gonna finish up 12 and 13. Probably be 2 different videos, but do them one day and then one the next. And we've got a free weekend. Stuff got canceled because of COVID, and so we are gonna get some, finally, after I've talked about it forever, gonna get some boards planed, and I'm gonna finish up the buffet. I finished up the china cabinet day before yesterday, and we're gonna hopefully work on finishing getting this concrete up in the driveway. I don't know what Matt's work situation is. I'm sure he'll have to work some, but just try to get lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff done around here. Another couple of pieces of furniture that I'm gonna start on. So come on, let me show you what we've got done. 2, if you haven't subscribed, scoot on over and down and subscribe to our channel. We would love you. We're closing in on 850 subscribers. We would love to have you follow along. We also have an Instagram page that we would love you to follow along too. And that is right, that our address is right here on the screen. But if you look down below in the description, there's a link there. So you can go and click that link and it'll take you right there. We'd love to have you follow along. I'll put up a lot of little sneak peeks through the week of things that might be coming up. So you get a little sneak peek a little bit faster if you're on Instagram than you're on YouTube, because it takes me longer to put this stuff together. So y'all enjoy. We'll see you soon. Hey guys, we're gonna get busy with weekend number 12 here. Roger just got here. He's out sawing some of the concrete to give a more definitive line of where we're gonna need to start peeling that up. And then Effie is organizing Barbie stuff. She's got a lot. She's trying to finish that up today. Not sure what Cullen and Carson's gonna be doing. Carson went deer hunting this morning, but was not successful in that he didn't. I don't even think he saw him. But we got outlet covers put back on the walls in here this morning. Carson did that for me, and then I caulked all around the edges where the baseboard meets the floor. If the rain ends up missing us today, I'm gonna try to get this window, the inside of this window painted. Put those lights, just shove those back up in the ceiling, and this room is gonna be done for that. Me and Carson's gonna head down to the barn here in a little bit and be picking out some boards that we're gonna use in that area. I've still been working on my blue cabinet a little bit. Kinda have been, I won't say lazy about YouTube editing video. I'm finishing up one today that I'll put out that was over Christmas, cookies and things like that. So hopefully you've already seen that. If not, take a peek up and go back and look at that. You'll be surprised who won our gingerbread house contest. But we've just been enjoying being off and not being so crazy. Me and Carson went to a wedding last night, New Year's Eve, or 2 nights ago, New Year's Eve. And that was a lot of fun. Friend of mine that got married. Carson was super handsome. I'll put it up. There's Effie. Effie's organizing today.
A lot of organizing.
Oh,
all my Barbies.
So much Barbie stuff.
That's okay.
All right, I'm gonna show you what Roger's getting busy with out here today. All right, so came down here to the barn to see what we can find board-wise. So we're gonna sort of look around here. They should be plenty dry enough now, but we wanna plane some of them. And, oh, they're thick boards. Okay, so I'm just gonna be looking and see what we can pull out, maybe to take over and plane. All right, back from looking at wood, I grabbed a couple pieces just to play around with a little project for Effie. And then I'm gonna wait and go down with Roger in a little bit and sort of figure out which boards maybe we need to get. Got the second coat on this beauty this morning. I still need to put a little bit more on the top where I had filled in those there were 3 little holes up there that I'm not sure what were for, but I filled those in this morning, and then that'll dry through the day. I may get some wax on that tonight. We can put it in that room. All right, so I'm gonna take and start trying to remove the bark from this wood. It is down to about 11% moisture by the moisture meter, so we should be good. It's not kiln dried. It's just been drying in our barn. But I want to leave a natural look, but don't want to leave the bark. So Effie likes the look of this wood, but there's a split in that right there. So I'm gonna take a look. Let me look at my other piece I've got. You see I got my Big Carson dug my buffet out from the living room. That's gonna be one of the next furniture projects that we're working on. So while Roger's working so much on the outside of the house, I can be working on furniture stuff. There's not a lot for us to do. Although he got the concrete with the saw this morning, so I'll be able to, we'll be able to start getting that stuff up shortly to get the rest of that concrete up. Person, I'm gonna have to go get a chisel set to finish chiseling this, some of these areas of bark. It does look, and I probably won't worry about getting all these. This is gonna be stored inside, like on the wall. This is gonna be a guitar hanger. Effie's got a ukulele and a guitar. I'll probably do 3 slots just in case she ever adds anything else or gets a second one. But it'll have the hooks for the guitar and the ukulele to hang up there, and it'll be on the wall. In her music mix. So this is what this is. I'm gonna hold pattern until I get some input on the boards down at the barn, and then I still need to sand this off. I'm gonna check the weather, make sure it'll be okay left out there, and I may take Carson to archery. He's saving his money and wanted to get a new bow, so we may run up there and do that, and I can drop him off, and then I can go get a chisel set so I can come back and work on this evening. I took Carson to the archery place. He did not come back with a bow, mainly because our salesperson wasn't too fond of. Word to the wise, if you're young and you haven't figured life out completely yet, please don't tell my son that he don't need a job when he's in high school. Carson has earned every bit of this money he's going to spend on this bow, and it's a lot of money for a bow. And this crazy kid was like, oh, your mom's not gonna like this, but just have fun in high school. You don't really need a job. Just play sports and have fun. Okay, how about you take advanced classes, you play sports, and you work when you can and earn some money so you know what it's like to spend your money. So needless to say, we didn't stay long. Anyway, I'm gonna try to finish up getting some more of this bark off of this so that I can sand it a little bit more tonight. Started drizzling a little bit while ago, which is fine. But you can see on this side, I got a lot of this off, still needs sanding. Here, this, I'm probably just gonna leave like that because it's super smooth. This, I'm gonna try to get a lot of this flaky stuff off. We're gonna end up cutting it about right here. This is where that little, there's like a little, where it's kind of broken right there. I don't really want that. So anyway, I think it's looking pretty good. We'll see. So we're just gonna work on that a little bit. Alright, so this is some stuff called Rubio Monaco. It's made in Georgia actually. And it's supposed to, it bonds with the fibers of the wood. So it's been vacuumed, I've sanded it down multiple times, going from rough to fine. So it's supposed to bond with the fibers of the wood, and you put it in and it's supposed to cure a lot faster than traditional, I guess, glazes, and it only needs one. So I'm just putting all on here right now, and then you'll have just a few minutes to wipe off the excess. I'm trying to get all this. Just kind of sitting out, doing a little drying. So I really thought this would be shinier, like more of an enamel look. I've messaged a couple of people that I've seen use it just to ask their opinion. It feels fantastic though. So I don't know. We'll see. Good morning, guys. We are back today. I finally got a video out after taking a little bit of a hiatus through Christmas, so a new video came out this morning. So finished putting that out. I had to feel like what's making my almost daily trip to Lowe's or Home Depot, even when I'm not working. Still enjoying our glorious dining room back here. I had breakfast here this morning. I got to watch the ducks swim by, and we got a little heron that hangs out there, and we just need a deer feeder on the other side so we can watch the deer feed. Anyway, we brought this in this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and get a coat, use the wax brush and put a layer of wax on it and let this be drying through the day so then I can get it polished. And then I've got this seat. I got a stalker here. But right now, Lola is gonna move her hairy self away from my blue cabinet where it would show up white dog hair. So that I can get these putting wax on that. I think Roger's gonna come today and take the forms off of the cement out there, and he's got a line sewn into the concrete so that me and Matt hopefully can get some of that concrete up. And I'm hoping to get go down to the barn and get as many at least 10 inch wide boards as I can so that we can go ahead and take those over and plane those and get those ripped so that I can be lightly sanding and staining those this weekend. So hopefully we can get shelving up in my pantry maybe next weekend. I always think that I'm gonna get more accomplished than I do, but better to be over eager than under eager, I guess. So we're gonna get busy getting started today. So I've got this sanded and clean. There is a bunch of random little marks. I'm hoping I'll fill in with some of that gel stain, which I guess I never noticed before, but my table had some marks too, and you can't see them as much. So anyway, tried to sand without going down to the bare wood, just to rough that up a little bit to accept stain. I'm fixing to get busy sanding off the doors and the drawers. Okay, so Roger's getting boards off the porch out here drying. I've sanded all this off. Can't paint it yet because his truck's right there. I'm not gonna ask him to move right now while I'm doing other stuff. The other piece that goes with this set, actually there's two more pieces that go with this set, but this will be another one that we're gonna do. This is the china cabinet. So when my niece was little, she was sitting in a high chair near this and reached over and grabbed this and ripped it apart. So, this can't stay, and I'm not gonna try to replace it. So I'm gonna very carefully take and cut just the circle part of this and see how that looks. And it may end up that I take just all of this out. I'm not exactly sure yet. So I'm gonna kind of start working on that a little bit while he's finishing up out there. I am gonna get some paint done today though. Sometime. This part in here I am gonna lightly sand, but I'm not gonna, I don't know. I say I'm not gonna paint this. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this right now, but I am gonna lightly sand it anyway, whether I use a wood conditioner on it or whether or not I paint it, I'm not sure. I'm gonna hand sand these legs. All right, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take some plastic, since I'm not gonna be painting the legs of this, I'll be gel staining the legs. So the body of this and the drawers and the doors are gonna be painted like a cream color, like my table was. But the legs are going to stay brown. So I know if you have not seen that, you're probably like, you are making a mistake, but I promise it'll look good. All right, so I've only got a 50-foot, one of these really nice extension cords for my paint sprayer. So I'm gonna go, so I've got my two pieces of furniture kind of back to back because it'll reach around this far. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean the china cabinet too from the dust from it, and go ahead and wrap up its legs just so it don't get any overspray on it. And then I'll do the drawers. The drawers I'll protect the sides a little bit. Not gonna paint the inside of those, so I will just protect it just so I don't get a lot of overspray. I may end up conditioning those with some like wax conditioner, but I'm not gonna paint them at all. So I'm gonna tidy up a little bit of this, and we'll come back and we'll get busy spraying. It's a beautiful day. The wind is blowing a little bit, but it's nice and sunshiny. No chance of rain whatsoever, so that is great. I'll show you our porch too. Roger got all the wood off of that, so he got it all cleaned up with the taking the, so we can walk on now. Of course, I've got my Wagner Power Painter, my Flexio 3000. Love it. Cannot live life without it these days. It's a lot of painting. All right, well, the evening's gonna quickly come to a close. It feels like it's getting chilly here, gotten dark. The rain moved out this week, and of course now the cold is gonna set in. I have not gotten to polish this thing right yet tonight, so that's what I'm about to do. Matt went to put some hay out for the cows. Carson's feeding animals, and then me and Matt need to go up there and pick out boards that we thought we might get to plane this afternoon. But that didn't happen. Carson went to archery place here in Columbus and used every dime of his very own money. Well, he didn't use every dime of his own money, but all the money he used was all 100% his money that he earned and that he saved to buy an adult size bow. A few weeks before Christmas, he was like, man, I really need a new bow. I said, dude, it is too close to Christmas to be talking about a new bow. Like, that is something you'll be buying yourself this time. So he did. I mean, he had been saving money, and he's been saving money towards a car because he's 15, and so he took his money and has made the biggest purchase of his life. So super proud of him. A lot worse things he could have spent money on. So he does archery for 4-H and went bow hunting a couple times, but not killed anything with a bow yet. So he's hoping to do that. But he's an adult sized person now, and he needed to come out of that youth bow. So anyway, so that's gonna be that. So I'm gonna get busy buffing this, and hopefully me and Matt can move it into the butler's pantry this evening. That'll be cool. All right, thank y'all for watching. That'll be the end for week number 12. Y'all, what are you doing? Y'all bring it back. Tomorrow will be week 13 because I'm running a little bit behind because I've been a little lazy and a little busy, and these kids have been driving me a little crazy, and I've been driving them a little crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna finish up week 13 tonight. So y'all come on back and see what we got done for next week. Y'all be sure and subscribe. See ya. Bye.